Hi, this is Ian Wright. Saturday live meditation on a Sunday. Haven't done it for a couple of weeks, but thought we'd stick with it for whoever wants to listen and hang out. And every time we do a kind of meditation type process, it's about just different ways to engage using our attention in a different space, in a different place, and like an inner stillness or a dynamic stillness, or the stillness that's around us, or using our attention in specific focused ways to engage with certain specific things. And so in the end, what is the purpose of that? The purpose of that for me is it's kind of like to restore yourself to yourself. And that's why I'm always talking about developing practices, because practices, the more we practice, the easier it becomes. The easier it is to fall into certain ways of doing it, which isn't necessarily a good thing. But the more we practice, the easier it is to reach a place that could be beneficial to ourselves and beneficial to our health and certainly to our state of mind. I think state of mind is the key. In simple terms, it's about, for me, stepping out of being in a reactive place so that we can come to a place where we're acting from a place of quiet as opposed to reacting to the world. It's so easy just to react to the world. And also, it's so easy to get focused into the noise of everything, the external noise, especially now. There's so much noise out there in terms of fear, suppression of freedoms, etc., etc. That kind of outer story is incredibly, disturbing, and in a real sense, I think. And the only place to go to, I think, is somewhere that's internal, to find that internal sense of peace, because otherwise we're just it's very hard, I think, not to engage in a sense of anxiety, because the world is in a place of anxiety, and so there's only one route. It's like as simple as that. Bang. It has to be internal, and in some ways there's no option. I think. Anyway, so that's why I'm doing this, really, just to support that process. And so let's start, and just allow yourself to drop into your body, just out of your brain for a minute and into your body. And as you do that, as you drop into your body, it's like, okay, I've got a bit of a sore foot, and blah blah blah, a little bit tired. That's okay. You get sensations, physical sensations. That's normal. Sometimes when you drop into your body, you start to feel whatever emotion that has been around, and that's okay. So the first point of any meditative process is dropping into something and just going, it's okay. Whatever it is, just let it breathe. Letting it breathe means just letting it be there. It's like, okay, so my foot's a bit sore, fine. It's okay. And as soon as we do that, it changes it into something, it literally softens it, and one of the basics of kind of self-healing practices is that, just allowing it, not fighting with it, and especially when you're dealing with difficult and chronic pain, or emotional pain. Just let it be. Don't engage and tussle with it. And the worst thing, of course, is to try and push things away, because they get bigger. So we just let whatever feelings, emotions, sensations, thoughts, senses, the sounds. We can close our eyes, we can close our senses in if you want. That's some meditative process about drawing your senses in. It's easier sometimes with your eyes closed, but I prefer to actually just allow whatever sound is there, not shut it down, just let it be. It's okay. It's where we allow our attention to lie, which is the whole story of life, actually. Where is my attention? And just to become aware of where my attention is. So, just bring your attention to your breath, something quiet in your breath. Our breath is our connection with the world, with the earth. We breathe in oxygen. It connects us to the greenery, to the oxygen producing trees. When we breathe out and release carbon dioxide, and the trees engage with that. And so we're in this incredible, coherent breath that connects us with nature, naturally. That's happening all the time. Every breath we take in, it's incredible. Allow yourself to sense that harmony with nature that's there. It's always there. It's just, our attention isn't normally on that. Our attention is normally on blue screens. It's like, allow yourself to find a balance, a coherence between that nature just through our breathing. That in itself can feel amazing. And that can bring us into a sense of quietness, a sense of peacefulness, actually. Now, what I want us to attune ourselves in, this is all we're doing, is attuning ourselves like an instrument, is to this stillness that's around us. So behind the sounds, behind the noise, there is a feeling sense. It's beyond hearing, it's behind that. It's a feeling sense, you feel it in every cell of your body. There's a sense of stillness which has power, which is all around us. Just allow yourself to sense that. Allow your attention to come out of you, right as far as the horizon, if you want, all around. Just allow yourselves to attune to this stillness that's behind everything, behind every noise. There's this powerful quality, this kind of great natural peace, the Buddhists would call it, the Tibetans, that's there. So actually behind everything, there is this stillness that's always there. And it's just a matter of attuning ourselves to that, feeling it. And just allow your attention to expand to the whole planet, whole of the earth, right from the core, the whole thing, right the way through there, and feel that powerful, potent stillness that's there on the planet. Behind all the noise and stuff that's happening and the storms and the whatever, there's a quietness that's there, that's always there. You can feel it. This earth stillness. Billions of years old. It will be here billions of years after us, and it's all fine. It will still have this quality of stillness, which is very dynamic, and it's there. So, in that space, there is in that kind of stillness holds this, well, it's universal and it holds the earth in it as well. There is no trauma, it's beyond that. It's billions of years old, billions of years into the future, forever. And there is no personal trauma, it's bigger than all of that. And it's a lovely space to sit in, just to recognize as that's who we are beyond everything. And that's what we are part of. We are one with that. And not to get caught up in the micro dramas of the day and the nonsense. Anyways, I wish you well, and we'll try and keep these going, I think. In the meantime, I've got I was just giving out parts of to some of my people, patients and stuff, some of the self-healing practices on my self-healing course at dynamicsofstillness.com, and there's some wonderful healing practices on that course worth checking. In the meantime, I wish you well, and have a great week.